Well, hello there friends. Today we're going to take a look at this guy here from Costco. It is the Fanttik X200. It's supposed to be a vacuum cleaner and a blower at the same time, and it's supposed to be wireless, and that's going to be very useful for all these prints that I have everywhere. So to kind of give you guys an idea, the reason why I bought this thing is because I have 3D printers in the other room, and sometimes I got to get in there and clean those little crevices. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I do have a dedicated shop vac for that, but hauling that thing around can be kind of a pain, and this allows me to just take it off the shelf, use it, and then charge it. I actually have no idea what this thing is even supposed to look like in terms of ports and the power, but we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it together. So let's go ahead and unbox it and see what it offers. I actually have quite a few things I need to clean up here because I recently restored this 3D printer, and I figured this would be an excellent time to review this thing. So let's go ahead and open it. Now, by the way, I bought this thing for $40. It was on sale. That's how much it's going to cost you over at Costco. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this guy here. As you can see, I haven't opened it yet. So what I like about it is that it says it's a 4-in-1, but I only see vacuum cleaner and blower. What are the other two supposed to be? All right, let's take a look here. All right, so there's nothing in there, and it looks like this is how it is packaged. I don't really have to worry too much about the packaging. Costco's pretty generous with the return policy. I'm going to assume that all of these are attachments. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one's kind of a pain. Damn you! 5. Looks like you get a little pouch to carry this thing in. The manual, which everyone should definitely read. And it looks like this is the main unit here. And we should be able to just slide it out. It looks like we have the cable actually right here. I didn't see that. Oh, actually, it looks like I lied. That's not the cable. That's one accessory there. Here's another accessory. It looks like this one has a little bit of a wider area there. This is the other accessory that has a brush attached to it. For a second, I thought they were pulling an Apple here, but it looks like they do supply you with a charging cable. I did find this brush, and I assume this is just to clean the unit as best as you can. And it looks like they give you these 3 nozzles here. So this is 1, this is 2, and then this is the 3rd one. I assume these are probably used for the blowing capability. So we're going to test that in a second. And it looks like this is the other tip that I could find. That's all of the accessories that come with the unit. Now, if you want to count this as an accessory as well, looks like this is the bag that comes with it. Cool, I guess. And this is the unit itself here. Now, what I noticed is they don't supply a power brick. So you're going to have to supply that. They do give you the power cable though, so that's pretty nice. But we're going to go ahead and test this guy out as best as we can. I have a couple of things I need to vacuum here since I was restoring this old 3D printer. And I'm also going to go test it out on the other beds in there. And then I'll see what I have around here to test this out even further. So one thing I want you to notice is that symbols to display whether it is locked or unlocked. So to unlock it, it's actually relatively easy. You just have to twist it and then move it over like that. The whole thing becomes unlocked. You can take it apart and clean it out afterwards. Now, what I also notice is that there's a little handle here that you can grab onto, and you can actually pull this out like so, and then you can empty this out if you need to, and then put this back into place. Now, it is sealed with an O-ring, so that is pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and put this back together. So here's how the unit works. This side here is the vacuum port, the intake port. So this is the one you're going to use when you want to vacuum things up. This one over here is the blowing port. Now, the circular accessories that I showed you earlier, that's what's going to attach in here. For example, I have this accessory here. I can go ahead and attach it like so. So watch how it clicks. Bam, right into place. See that? Now, on the back though, you can go ahead and, for example, grab this little guy here and attach it like so. That is actually a pretty interesting design, and I actually kind of like it. So to turn the unit on, you actually have to hold this button down. So let me go ahead and show you that very quickly. If it makes a lot of noise, my apologies, but let's go ahead and try it. Now, hopefully it's not making too much noise, but you can see that it shows you this indicator here that displays the battery life and the mode that's currently in. So right now we are on low mode. If we hit it once, it switches it over to high. If I hit it again, it switches it over to low again. Now to turn it off, you hold down the power button and it turns off. I understand that this is a 2-in-1, but I don't really see where the 4-in-1 comes into play. But for now, let's go ahead and test the blowing and the sucking capability.
Now, one thing to keep in mind, folks, is that this thing does have the charging port on the bottom. It is USB-C, and it's going to take about 2.5 to 3 hours to fully charge this unit from 0 to 100.
Alrighty folks, so as you can see, I have this very old printer here. It's been in the attic for quite a bit and it definitely needs some good blowing action. So I have the little nozzle here attached to the back end, and let's go ahead and blast this particular section with air. Don't worry about it printing right now, I just have it on to test it. So let's see how it behaves. Now we are in high mode. Now, admittedly, I am a little disappointed, but it's probably because I do not have the correct accessory attached to this. You also have to keep in mind that this thing was in the attic for a very long time, so some of it is probably caked in there pretty good. I obviously was not expecting this to do too much, but I was expecting it to do a little bit more than it did. Let's attach something else to it and let's see if that helps it. So as you guys can see, now I'm equipping the big guns. I have the little brush tip attached to it. So now this is 2 tips in one. Let's go ahead and see if this helps remove that caked off dust. All right, so now we're going for round number 2. Let's see what it does. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, let's get over here. So you guys can see that spot is really cruddy and nasty right there. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah. That is working flawlessly right there. I'm just gonna do the whole thing. I'm already here. All right, let's hit it with this thing. All right, now we're kicking into high gear here. I'm going to say that wasn't too bad. I think it did exactly what I was expecting it to. That actually was pretty good. All right, so obviously the brush helped with that. The dust is pretty caked on there. When you equip the brush with it, it seems to help tremendously here. So in terms of the blowing action, I think it works pretty well, but we still have a little bit more to go because what I want to test it with next is a computer. Let me go ahead and grab my laptop and let's see if we can perform this test. All right, so now I'm going to remove this guy, which we used for the printer over there. And now we're going to go ahead and attach this guy here. Now this one has a smaller diameter, so it's going to concentrate more of the flow in a specific spot. I feel like this one is going to be more perfect for things like laptops or getting into very tiny crevices. We're going to kick it into high gear and we're going to see just how much it spits out in terms of dust. And I have 2 laptops here with me. I have this Dell laptop, which is actually relatively new, and I also have this laptop here, an Omen laptop that's obviously pretty old. It has a lot of dust caked on it, so we're going to try the nozzle on both. First, let's start with the Dell. Let's go ahead and use this attachment on all of the fins here and see if any dust comes out. We're going to kick it into high gear. Let's see what it does. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. I did see a little bit of dust come out, but now let's shift our focus over to this guy. I don't even remember when was the last time this one was clean, if at all. So let's take a look and see if any dust comes out of the fins here. Now again, we're gonna kick it into high mode here. Let's do it. Oh yeah, that's a lot of dust right there. Oh boy, I don't know if you guys saw that, but a lot of the dust came out of there. Oh yeah, I mean, I saw the dust. I don't know if the video caught it, but the dust just came flying out of that fan. So this one is absolutely perfect for these laptops. Now, is it gonna be as powerful as an air compressor? Probably not, but to get it, you know, somewhat clean, this is gonna be pretty good. In terms of blowing action, I'm going to use this pretty significantly. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the sucking action, because I have quite a few things around here that I need to pick up with this thing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this attachment here, like so. And now we need to decide what is the best attachment for the vacuum here. Let's start with this guy right here. So let's go ahead and equip it and let's see how it does. All right, so now let's go ahead and shift our attention over to the sucking action. So I have a little bit of film in here that I need to clean up. Let's see if it picks it up. That definitely got it, and it's not dropping it, and I see it in there. It's definitely in there. Oh man, this thing is awesome. All right, let's see if we can find anything else to clean up around here. Now, one thing I want you guys to notice is that this little guy here, if I can kind of point to it, right? That little guy right there, swivels. So it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned to what it's vacuuming with. It does swivel. So for example, if I attach it to the wall here, you could see that it can either go up or down. See that? That is actually a pretty nifty little design. So let's go ahead and try this on the 3D printers. Alrighty folks, so now we are in the 3D printing room. Let's go ahead and see if we can clean up all this crap in here with this thing. Let's do it. Now I could feel this thing blowing in my face as I am cleaning this, so just keep that in mind. If it's going to be pointing towards you, you're going to feel that. You can probably hear it in the audio as well. That is done. That is a pretty damn nice job for an item like this that I don't have to keep hauling around. It's really heavy, shop vac. That's pretty impressive. Now, since I'm already here, I'm gonna do the P1S as well. So let's just take care of this one as well. Actually, it's not really that dirty, but what the hell? I need an excuse to use it. That is pretty nice. All right, so now we're in my Model 3 here. Let's see if it picks up any of this stuff. I'm using the same attachment. Absolutely no complaints. Let's take off this thing and see if it sweeps up the rug pretty well. Let me mute the radio as well. All right, so this spot's pretty dirty. Let's see if it can pick up all of this. Honestly, not bad at all. All right, so let me give you some specs on this thing very quickly so you get an idea. You can actually get most of these from the box. I'm gonna give you the most important ones. First of all, this thing is very light. It only weighs 1.14 pounds or 515 grams. So anyone can pick this thing up. It's very light. Now the runtime on this thing is a little bit low. If you are running this thing in full blast, then it's only gonna last 13 minutes. But if you run it in low mode, it's gonna last you 35 minutes. Now, the filter does look to be replaceable, but obviously it is proprietary, so you are at the mercy of the manufacturer to continue to make this filter. Now, that is definitely an important thing to keep in mind. If the company goes under, or if they just stop making this thing, then you are out of options when it comes to finding a filter for this thing. And it is pretty proprietary. This is not a common filter. Now, other than that, would I recommend this thing? Absolutely. It seems to be very versatile. I don't have to haul around a giant shop vac to clean up little things like my 3D printers, or even the occasional little spills on the kitchen counter once in a while. I think that this thing is absolutely worth it. I do love the fact that this thing hinges very nicely. I cannot complain about that at all. I would highly recommend this. For 40 bucks, you honestly can't go wrong. Now, like I said, I do understand how this thing is a two-in-one, but I don't really know what the other two things are supposed to be. I mean, it's a vacuum and a blower. What are the other two things? I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can fill me in. For $40, I would say you cannot go wrong. Now, a couple of things here. I already read out the specs to you, but one thing that I did find pretty clunky, and I gotta get used to this, is if you tap the power button once, it doesn't actually turn it on. You have to hold the power button for a couple of seconds, and then it'll turn it on. Watch. Now to turn it off, it's the same thing. Hold down the power button and it turns off. That is something that I'm gonna have to get used to. I think I would like it if it was reversed. So instead of holding down the power button, you tap it and it turns it on, and to change the mode you hold the button, but it seems like that's what they went with. So I actually showed you how to take this thing out like so, but that is along with the filter. If you just want to throw away the trash, you can go ahead and flip this little lever like so. This whole thing becomes a hinge action, and all you have to do is just press this button here. It opens it, and then you can empty the trash out, close it, put this little clip back into place, and you're good to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or concerns with regard to this thing, let me know. I'm going to use this pretty substantially, and if anything changes, you already know I'm going to keep you updated. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care. Bye-bye.